my ninjas? I'm Strident and I'm back with another action figure review. This time I am reviewing the Walking Dead figures. I think right here I have most of, what wave is this? Series 5. This is like all the human characters, and I think Andrea is from season, or series 4. I could be wrong, but these are the first and the last bunch of Walking Dead figures I'm ever gonna get. These figures are fucking horrible. Now, I know looking at them, you're like, oh my god, how can he say that? They look awesome, right? McFarlane has always been good at the painting and the sculpting. And he's always been halfway decent at articulation. Case in point. Here is this old school Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. And as you can see, I mean, he's old. That's why he's got a screw in his leg so that it can still bend and whatnot. But dude had ball socketed. Actually, let me back up a little bit so that you guys could see more of what I am talking about, because I don't want to seem completely crazy. Okay, so here's Snake, right? Snake has ball socketed hips, a freaking swivel at the top of his leg, 90-degree bend, almost 90-degree bend at the knee, point at the foot, no type of ankle articulation, but that was enough, right? In his hands, the hands were weird because they weren't ball sockets, they were just swivels. But like, this is him standing up kind of straight with his hands at his sides. Kind of looks, you know, a little stiff, but it works, you know what I'm saying? It looks stiff just a little, but it works, you know? Here he is. The main thing I want to focus on is his legs. So here he is with his gun trained on somebody, supporting his gun hand with the open hand with a nice wide-legged stance. You know what I'm saying? So he is prepared. Good job, Andrea. You didn't fall completely over. He is prepared to cap somebody with his Jack Bauer / Chuck Norris beard. You see that? Look at his legs. Nice wide-legged stance, right? Alright. So that being said, we're going to move Snake out of the way. See this beautiful figure right here? I don't even remember her name. I just know she's hot. The actress is hot. The figure is actually pretty well done. I was actually pretty impressed with the way that the figure, you know, was done. But, you know, look at how cool she looks with her gun. Look at how her hands allow for her to actually look down the barrel because there's no sights on this gun. She actually looks right with the gun in her hand. But let's try to move her legs. That's as far apart as they go. That's as far forward as they go. And they bend in all kinds of ways, but that's as much as I can do with her. What the fuck? Look at her crotch, actually. Wish I need my light, because this shit is embarrassing, man. I was like, are you serious? And the fucked up part was, I was opening them up and I had them all standing in my car because I was so excited. I'm like, oh shit, I got regular people, you know, for the background of some of my setups. Look at what her crotch looks like. Yeah, you hid the joints because there's ball sockets up in there. You hit the joints, but you didn't allow for any movement. So they can't really do shit. They have no type of torso articulation. These figures are shit. The paint and stuff is cool if you want figures that just sit, you know, in the background on your shelf, you know, then cool. But like, the fucked up thing is, say you wanted these guys, you should be able to do what you want with a figure. Even if it comes from a well-known franchise, whatever, a child might pick up the toy. It's a toy. It's meant to be played with. If you play with it, you should be able to make it do whatever you want. I mean, look at Glenn over here. He's got his like Uncharted uniform on with a bulletproof vest and shit. He looks cool. He looks like some type of agent of some sort. Just, he could stand in for an agent, you know? He could be a SHIELD agent for all I know. He just looks cool, right? I can't do shit with him because he has the same legs that his chick has. You know what I mean? These figures are shit. And I've seen a lot of good reviews where it seems like people are more caught up in the fact that they know who the characters are and they're not paying attention to the fact that the figure itself is not engineered well. I saw one review and it was by Ashrock. Ashrock! Ashrock! You know, and he reviewed Tyrese and he pointed out some of what I'm saying. Like, from the waist up, it's a decent figure. From the waist down, shit on all of them. Shit, they can't kneel down. They can't take one knee like this G.I. Joe here in the corner is doing. You see how he's taking a knee? And this isn't even a good example because it took me a long time to get him to balance properly because his double jointed knee doesn't quite work. But that's a better example. See how natural that looks? They can't do that. They absolutely cannot do that. It's just frustrating that figures could exist in this day and age with cool accessories, extra heads like this guy here. Glenn has an extra head. This is the extra head. It's him beat up. I don't know what the significance is because I got out of reading the books before all this stuff, and I don't watch the show, you know. I'm familiar with it because I was reading the books. I read the first 100 issues, you know, all those years ago. But anyway, like I said, I think this is one of those things where McFarlane, and man, I'm getting besides myself because I'm thinking of so many different things that are going on. But like, these are the same guys that created the Halo figures, right? Halo 1 through Reach. And if I remember correctly, they had ball-socketed joints in their legs. Look at all that. Ball sockets with hinges, so you could kneel them down. If I mean, they didn't kneel down perfectly, but look, he could kneel. So what the fuck, you know? What the fuck? What's the issue? Anyway, don't buy these toys. If you like them just to stand up and so you can say, I have Glenn, I have Tyrese, I have Andrea, and I have whatever the other chick's name is on my shelf, then by all means, I guess you're getting them for the right reasons. If you like action figures and you like figures that are actually engineered like something, then stay the fuck away from these figures, because they are kind of worthless in that department. I haven't been this annoyed with a purchase in a while, and for 15 bucks and their fucking legs don't do what they're supposed to do, stay the fuck away from these figures. On to the next review.